everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is an exciting time. We're finally going to take that small pantry, this one, and switch it out with the pantry we're going to create in the mudroom closet. I just want to show you really quick what we have going on in case you don't remember. So we have a cabinet and you can see it's kind of packed to the gills because it's really not very big. They're deep shelves, which is good for storage but not good for storage because you have to layer things unless you have like it's organized. Like I have all these really cute bins and stuff, but then I have to pull them out to get to what's behind there. We have this space, which the way I figure it seems to be 24 by 30 by 7 feet. We're going to replace it, and excuse the mess because obviously whenever you're doing any kind of reorganizing, you always have a mess first, right? What we have here is a pretty big closet. It goes back there as well. And all we have in here now to utilize it is 2 of these plastic like shelves from Walmart. It doesn't reach all the way to the wall because we store stuff there, but that's okay. And what we have on the whole right one is some cooking appliances that Mom likes that she uses when I'm not home. And then on the left is like our paper goods. The floor has like cleaning stuff. Up here on the top shelf is all of these lock and locks. She uses all those for cookie making and some of those for cookie making. And then, you know, cake takers and stuff. My second crock pot for parties, just like that. Up here we keep like paper towels, toilet paper, extras. And then what's on the floor right there is all of the bins I've been buying, or some of the bins I've been buying for organizing. On the door is all of my mops and brooms, which will probably stay. And on the side here is where we hang the Dyson, but it's actually currently being in use. So how we're gonna do it, I kind of have a plan. Jim didn't really have a plan. He sort of maybe thinks he has some sort of plan, but we'll talk about it. I think he wants to just go with whatever I've got going on right now. But what we also have, and I don't know if you remember from the house tour, besides all the food that's on the floor, he just hasn't wanted to put stuff away since we're going to do this project. So we have some boxes that have food in there already from the last couple of shopping trips. And then that black cabinet has the spices, a couple of overflow snacks, but really it's just the spices. Like I have a 4-ounce mason jars in the drawer over there that holds spices, and that's like all the extras that we get from Amish country. I have to clean off the table. It's the place where DIYs go to die. Not really. I just made that, so I took off the wreath that was on the door to photograph that, and that's what happens usually. We're gonna take everything out of the pantry. I'm gonna get all my organizing bins together, everything that I've got that I've been saving up. I will find the best items for, like the best storage solution for that item. Then when I have all of the storage solutions ready, then I can go ahead and figure out exactly how I want to configure the shelves. I think that this is important when you're designing your own space because a lot of times in builder grade, they put the shelves, say 18 to 24 inches apart. It depends on the builder, height-wise. And a lot of times people have to like add vertical storage to that space to basically utilize vertical storage because a lot of things that we have are very short. So if I'm going to customize my own, I'm probably going to make like a can shelf that's going to hold the can dispensers and just have a whole thing of can dispensers between the soup, chili, like all the soups, chili, the vegetables, canned potatoes, refried beans and enchilada sauce, all that stuff that comes in cans. All of that, you know, it ends up being a lot. Plus, the can storage is also good for overflow cans of soda and stuff like that. So that's the first thing we're going to do. technically the first thing Jimmy wants to do is for me to get out of his hair. So he said, get out of my hair so I can unload the dishwasher and load the breakfast dishes. And then he said he wanted to straighten up the counter, but I'd rather work on the table with him, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But either way, we'll bring you along. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm gathering up all of my storage containers. I'm kind of trying to lay them out with like shape and size sort of situation. You know, I've been collecting these over a vast period of time, but they're not just for the closet makeover. They're for like anytime I want to redo storage. So I do have some in my office space. I have some in my bedroom. We have some now there, and then some, of course, in the front closet. But what I've done is we've cleared out all of the groceries, and Jim has put them all into these different shopping bags. And then we're basically taking all the shopping bags and all of the storage bins, and I'm basically figuring out what's going to fit where. It's not like it's a huge difference than what I had. I do have some different containers that I did want to use that wouldn't fit in the pantry, the existing pantry. So we will be making some changes. But this was the perfect opportunity to go through all the groceries, purge what we thought we would never eat. Like I mentioned before, sometimes there's like you buy two of something because it looks really good or it's on sale that way, and then you taste it and you're like, yeah, not for me. And then some things were expired because this was also our summer cleaning, purge part of our project. Spring, not summer. You know what I meant. But it's, as we often work when, because I have more physical limitations than Jim, I basically, I don't want to say I'm the brains and he's the brawn, but it kind of figures that way sometimes. I basically figure out how it's going to all work. I'm the person who Tetrises the dishwasher or the refrigerator or does fits everything in the spaces. So just trying couple of different things. Now that's part of what this process is to try a different way to do something. Okay, here's what I mean by that. I originally thought that I was going to use those big round with no hole containers for the extra flour and extra sugar. But then I found those gray stacking baskets, the ones that if you turn sideways, they stack on top of each other. And those were the perfect height, the perfect squareness, and they hold all of the extra flour in one and the extra sugar in the other, and it really does work perfect for us. I knew some things were going to stay in their boxes, so they're lined up at the edge of the table. The pancake mix, the baking mix, that kind of stuff. They're all going to stay in their original boxes. And then anything else that's canned goods, I have those red bins with the single handle, and I also have like the can dispensers as well. And they're going to kind of just stay in those things. I'm actually was part of this process was to see, okay, I have 4 can holders and I could really use 6 can holders. I have 6 one-handle baskets. I could really use 5 one-handle baskets. And then I was had a little notepad and I was jotting down containers to look for. One of the things that I really kind of fell into, and I wasn't really sure how I would love it, is those sort of long magazine racks, those like gray. That's the only thing I could really think of that they're like to hold file folders or magazine beholders, but they're the laser punched gray ones that have just come out. They came out in hot pink and navy blue and gray. I am loving those for my jars, condiments, things that I have in the refrigerator that I buy a second one of, like soy sauce. So I have an open one in the refrigerator, and then of course I have one in my stock. Those are so perfect for that. And then I'll tell you when we do the actual putting the pantry together portion that I can't really go all the way in the closet as easily as everybody else. So I love those. They're long and I get to pull them out and I'll be able to find what I need and slide it right back in its spot. They really are working out really well for me. Also, those flat baskets, not the wiry ones, but the ones that have sort of like slits on the side, those have been perfect to hold ramen. I don't know if you guys have kids and you eat a lot of ramen. They are exactly ramen height, and each one holds one case of chicken and one case of beef in my house anyway, or almost a whole case of each, I think. So that's a really good solution for that as well. So here's how the pantry all looks empty. We wiped out all the shelves, cleaned off all the walls. And the first thing we're moving over is the appliances. Now I wanted to put the appliances that mom needs to get to more often on the top of the bottom two shelves. And then the bottom shelf will be the ones that she just uses when I'm out of town. The other one is like her rice cooker. We're going to put the extra slow cooker on that shelf. She actually has two rocket grills because she had bought one for a friend who passed and then just got it back in case her one rocket grill went kaput. Rocket grill is vertical grilling that she likes to use when I'm out of town. She uses it quite a bit actually. So then we're just doing configuring. So basically these shelves are adjustable, but they are a pain in the tuchus to adjust because they kind of have clip-in shelves. Shelf clips, excuse me. They are just not fun. One of the things that I knew I wanted to move to the pantry is the stuff that was in this drawer. I have these giant mixing bowls that I got from my dad that we only use on holidays. And I feel like I could utilize that drawer just a little bit better. Now it's time to move all those lock and locks in plastic containers as well. But first I wanted to show you how the food turned out. So what I did was I put the two plastic shelves that were from the closet over there on the other side of the kitchen, and I started to lay out all of the baskets that I'm going to use for the storage. This way I could measure exactly what size, what height, what width that I would really need to utilize the best storage in the new closet. Because I'm customizing the shelves myself, or that was the plan, which I kind of am, because I'm customizing the shelves myself, then I need to know exactly what I need. And then, of course, if I need it, I guess somebody will need it in the future as well. So I decided to take on this challenge of fitting all of the Tupperware and stuff in the top cabinets. This is where mom's lock and locks are that she puts all of her cookie making stuff, cookies in for the holiday seasons. We do use them occasionally throughout the year, but really mostly that's what they're for. We gave away some things that we really haven't used in quite a few years, and we thought our friends could use them. And relocated the mixing bowls, and then just some, like, I have a 6-inch cake pan that now I've had since my wedding, but I know now you could use it in the Instant Pot, so I kept it out to basically use someday. So that's up there. I also have these like thermal coffee and tea pots for when company comes and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to rearrange, trying to sort the things that we'll use sometimes, as often, and what will fit. It's like fitting a square peg in a round hole. And things that we don't use as often are up high because we're vertically challenged. There is a Dollar Tree basket that has all the light bulbs in it next to some special ice cube trays. I wanted to share this shelf with you because I did not touch on it, but that's paper towels, napkins, and paper plates. This one is tissues and saran wrap and zip and aluminum foil and stuff. And then we've got two shelves that have all of the appliance on it. So that's it. So don't forget to thumbs up. Have any questions, don't forget to share and all the things. Subscribe. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye.